Hi, Albert here with Mainland Cycle Center. Today I want to show you a 2016 Kawasaki. This is the Ultra 310X Special Edition. The Special Edition comes in this candy burnt orange and black color scheme. And then the Special Edition model has a little different seat. So the 310X has a smooth seat, smooth, kind of flat. And then the LX has a really scalloped seat for touring, and then this one's kind of in between, so it just has a little bump here to kind of hold you in place. And that's what's special about the Special Edition. So Special Edition color, Special Edition seat. These, of course, Ultra 310Xs, 310 horsepower, absolutely incredible for a watercraft. Unbelievable, 310 horsepower. These are a 1500cc 1.5 liter motor, dual overhead cam, 4 valve per cylinder. They're liquid cooled and fuel injected. Then of course they are supercharged and intercooled, and we'll take a look at that here in just a minute. But you've got storage in the front, so this front hood opens. Then you've got a little storage bucket here. This is your fire extinguisher compartment. This bucket picks up, and then inside of there you've got over 55 gallons of storage. Massive storage, more storage than any other watercraft in its class. Absolutely massive. I can't imagine what you'd need to carry that much of, but you certainly can. So this is your fuel fill. This is a high performance jet ski, so they do recommend 90 plus octane fuel on these, 90 plus octane. It comes standard with the mirrors. Of course, it does have reverse. The reverse lever is on the opposite side of the throttle side. So you can work the reverse with one hand and the throttle with the other. Digital instrumentation. Does have a tilting handlebar. Hard to do one-handed, but it does tilt up and down there. Handlebar controls, a lot of buttons and stuff going on. So this is tilt and trim, lets you raise and lower the nozzle in the back. And then this has a fuel economy setting, so you can choose to get better fuel economy. It'll cut back the performance just a little bit. And then on this side you've got cruise control, so that's what these buttons are. And then it has this is to set the cruise control. Then also this will turn on the 5 mile an hour one-touch wake mode. So if you're going through a no wake zone, you can tap that button, it'll do 5 miles an hour without you having to touch the throttle. So you can legally go through the no wake zone. Storage compartment here in the front, just front of the seat. A nice big compartment to hold a bottle of water, and you put your cell phone in a Ziploc bag, that kind of thing. And it has 2 keys that go in right here, a full power key and then a reduced power key. On that. These have the hydro turf mats. These are a 3-passenger watercraft. I think I showed you it does have the reboarding step on the back. Your exhaust outlet, this is to flush. So anytime you're riding in salt water, or if you want to run the jet ski out of the water, you would hook your hose up there. Have 2 grab handles, one down low, one up high. As a 2-piece seat, the rear seat will come off. And then there is a toolkit underneath that seat, and then a storage tray here. These little openings here are fresh air to get fresh air into the hull. Got to have fresh air for the engine to run. Take our front seat off. And so there's a look at your motor, that 1500cc inline 4-cylinder, dual overhead cam, 4 valves per cylinder. And then as you can see the badging there, it is supercharged and intercooled. Right back there is your intercooler. Right there. So that acts as, you know, the radiator in your car uses air to cool down the water that's cooling your engine. This just is just the opposite. It uses water, the cool water that you're running in, to cool down the air before it enters the motor. So this jet ski is supercharged, and so not everybody understands what a supercharger is and does. Typically, basically it's forced induction. Usually your motor is having to suck motor air into the engine, and the motor has to work to do that. In this case, air is being forced into the engine, so the engine is not having to work as hard to bring in air. And of course, the more air you can get into the motor, easier, the more horsepower you're going to make. So when guys put nitrous on motors, nitrous oxide, what the nitrous does is it makes the air very cold. You know, when things are cold, they contract. When things are hot, they expand. And so air, when it's cold, you can get more air into it because the air is more dense. It's contracted. And so basically get more air in there. Now, so why is that important? Why am I telling you about nitrous when we're not talking about a jet ski with nitrous on it? Because the principle is important here. Because what we have is we have a supercharger. So we're putting air into the motor under pressure. Well, when you compress air, basically it heats up. Basically you have molecules and basically friction, and that causes that air to literally heat up. Well, hot air is not as dense as cool air. So we want to push air into the motor under pressure, but we also want cool air going into the motor. So one of the byproducts of compressing the air is that it gets hot. So we're using the intercooler that we were talking about that uses the cool water to cool down that air, to bring that air temperature back down to, in some cases it'll bring it down to the ambient air temperature and lower depending on the water that you're circulating around there. So it'll bring that air back down. So now we're forcing denser air under pressure into the motor, and that's how you make 310 horsepower out of one of these. So this motor in our non-supercharged jet ski makes 160 horsepower, so almost double the horsepower when you supercharge it and intercool it. Just absolutely incredible. So anyway, if you didn't know about supercharging, maybe hopefully you understood that, and you do now. But absolutely incredible. The acceleration on these jet skis is just amazing. Top speed on these is in the neighborhood of 69, 70 miles an hour. For safety reasons, they don't want them running much faster than that, but the acceleration on them is wide open, fair game, and the acceleration on this thing is just incredible. It just goes unbelievably fast, just jumps out of the water. The Ultra Series is known for having a very smooth riding hull, especially in choppy water. So you've got this deep V hull. It's got these what we call spray strips on here, so these little layers to the hull. What happens is, as water tries to move up the hull, these spray strips are knocking that water back down to keep that water from coming over the front of the bow, so it gives you a drier ride. But also just the shape of this hull is known for being a very good choppy water boat, meaning a smooth ride in choppy water. But just absolutely incredible. Of course, great Kawasaki quality, standard 1-year warranty on these. You can purchase extended warranty. You can add up to an additional 4 years, get a total of 5 years worth of warranty on these. Of course, this one is sitting on a Triton aluminum trailer. I think absolutely the best trailer on the market. We're very proud to be a Triton dealer. But the trailer is not included with the jet skis, but we do sell those also. All right, well, that's a look at the 2016 Kawasaki Ultra 310X Special Edition. We are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located in Marque, Texas. We're about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45. You can find us online at mainlandcyclecenter.com, by phone at 409-948-4969, and we would just love it if you give us a call, shoot us an email, or even better, come by and see us in person here at Mainland Cycle Center, where we would love to help any way that we can. Hey, thanks for watching.